how am I need to find my thing first and to be able to speak about it. So I actually did that this last week. I'm
Mm,
trying to sort out and just to find, okay, what is it that I actually have the most
mhm.
burning desire to share about.
Right. Like from this the lives that they had a chance to listen to you a few times. So it's like it's you're talking a little bit about mindset over there.
Yeah,
Right? So
yeah,
this is definitely your area, and then you can try to figure it out. Like, what do you want to solve? What problem you want to solve by like changing people's mindset, right?
right. Yeah.
So I have another tool. So once you have KBB, and you'll be going through the KBB, because I really think that they're serving it in a very specific order, and it's super important that you go this order and you don't think about what's next,
Right.
because that's not your job to think to know what is next. Your job is to focus on the task at hand.
Mm-hmm.
What is your next one step, right? And you
Mm-hmm.
figure that out, and you can just trust your coach or trust your mentor that they know what's the next thing, and they know
Right.
what's the next thing, and they know what's the next thing, right? And they will give it to you when the time will come. So you can right now just focus on completely on this one thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the once they walk you through, this is a module number two. They're walking you through your superpower. They call it superpower in the KBB, and you will have clarity. You will get clarity, like, okay, what is the exactly that one thing that I want to start with, right? And I will give you some other extra tools that I had from other coaches that helps, right? For
Mm-hmm.
example, oh, okay, so with this niche, I can use this and I can use that, right? And then if you take this 1, 2, 3 different tools, and then it will make it a little bit simpler to basically make up your mind, right? Because I'm
Right.
assuming that you are this bucket probably, right?
Yeah. More there than the other one.
Yeah, I was the same. I was the same. I was this bucket, but I know a lot of people who are in this bucket as well. They just
Right.
have no clue what they're good at, right?
Yeah.
Because they've been working in one place for most of their life, and they just don't feel like they're special at all. You know,
Right.
there is a lot of things, people like that as well. All right,
Right.
so yeah, that's awesome. That's great. So you pretty much like in a place where I was around a year ago. I
Great.
around a year ago. I was also like, oh, so many things. How to do the next.
Yeah. But it feels that I have to take this chance because I feel that it doesn't matter how much you read. I mean, it's so easy to get information nowadays, but just to actually go and implement it is so much harder. And
Mm,
that's why I was talking to my husband because we have our economies, we have one economy together,
right,
basically.
right.
So I was like talking to him about it
Hmm.
and trying to explain that it is a lot of money, but it's I have been trying to do this by myself and not gone anywhere. And
Right.
also to have that part that someone believes in me too, because sometimes it's like, who am I kidding? Who do I think I am that I'm gonna succeed doing this?
Mm,
So I told him I really feel that this can actually be the thing that helps me to go to the next step and level up.
yeah,
So I really hope that.
I can resonate with you completely. Like I said, when I get the KBB for the first time, I was in a very bad spot at back then. Like I was right after my divorce. I was out of the school that I was teaching. I quit my job because my
Mhm.
ex-wife was teaching in that school, so I couldn't
Oh
stay.
no.
So basically, I was back in my home country because my visa expired and I didn't have working visa, so I was nowhere. right? And I didn't really know what to do with myself. I didn't even want to go back to school because I felt like this, like the things that I do in the school, that I teach children in the school, makes no sense. You know, like for me, it makes no sense. Like it's like I'm doing the Sisyph work. You know, I'm putting this rock up the hill and then it's falling down on me again, right? So I was like in very, very bad shape, and when I got to KBB, it was mostly because of Tony, because I was listening to him and he was helping me like with the mindset, right? And then I just like get this one of these commercials. I get the book, right? The Dean's book. I read the book in the weekend, and I think, man, this is something for me, you know. and and yeah, and then I watched the webinar with them, and I was like hooked. I think, you know what? Even if I spend the last money for this, it's going to be worth it because I don't really have any other idea what to do with myself, you know.
Right.
I figured,
Right.
what the hell? I'm just going to do this, right? And it was a really good idea because the first thing I did in KBB was just go through the Ultimate Edge with Tony Robbins. And that was like, I was doing it for around a month. I went through that. And the next month, I went through KBB in 1 month, like full immersion. And in 2 months, I was done with the first KBB. I started to implement. I was so much on the go, like I had so much momentum that I signed after 2 months of doing this thing. I signed in for KBB speaking team because they were looking for more coaches and more speakers, right? So they get to have people all different places around the world, right? And I signed in for this, and I was thinking just like you, who the hell am I? Like, I just started this thing. I don't know. I can't even speak English properly, you know. so then I was thinking, well, but so I'm just gonna send them the video. What can happen, right? So I sent them the video, and they said, I'm in. And I'm like, what? No, this is not happening. And I was like, going all around the people, you know, telling them, oh, I'm going to be working with KBB and all that, right? And then they sent, so I actually was shortlisted to 50 people. There was 600 people starting for the job, and I was shortlisted to 50. Wow. And then the final stage was that they were inviting, I think, 5 people to Phoenix, Arizona. Right. They were the finalists who are now coaches. So unfortunately, I was not in that final stage.
That last 5.
But you know what? Like for me, it was already like I was such a beginner at that point. I was not able to create videos because I never done that before, right? I was not able to use social media because I've never done that before, and they still chose me, right? And that was like that was a flip for me. You know what? It doesn't matter what you did doing before. It only matters like what do you want to do next, right?
Right.
And if they will see you for what you actually want, right, for your mission, people will just, you know, resonate with you anyway. Not all of them, but some of them, right?
Yeah.
So that's all you need to think about, right? And now they're doing it again. I applied for speaking team for KBB again, so I'm waiting for the results. And just yesterday I got hired. I got offered a position in mastermind.com as a moderator. So now I'm working as a moderator for them, which is super cool because I get to see how it works from the other side, right?
Right.
So this is really good, and I see like I see what are the SOPs from them, right, for the group. So it also helps you as a user to understand more what is a good practice and what is a not good practice, right? Right. So you're like stepping up with your game or marketing game because of that, because you know how the big picture looks like, right?
Right.
So I'm really happy for this position. Nice. And hoping that more and more people will be joining my team as well.
Yeah, that's great. Congratulations.
Thank you. So you're on your way to get there too. It seems like, you know, it's probably not going to take you 1 year. It took me 1 year, but you know, I was doing it by myself. So most of the time. So if you're going to have some extra help, from me or any other coaches, that should shorten your learning curve,
Yeah.
and you should be able to pretty much be up and running in a couple months.
Yeah. No, because I resonated with you a lot. I think it was previous to the summit because you put up videos and you interacted a lot.
Right.
And you're like, I think there are two people that I have really interacted with and got a connection with during this whole summit thing. And it was you and Mateo. It's a guy from Ecuador. He has also following you. I know.
Yeah, Mateo is also in the group. Yeah, a young guy. I think he's a still student, right?
Sorry?
I think he's a young guy, a student, right? Like,
yeah, he's from Ecuador. He's like 20,
yeah,
22, something
I remember.
like that. Yeah.
I remember him.
So it's really nice. So I'm definitely happy that I got to connect with you.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, this is pretty much a part of the game, you know. You'll be doing the same thing with I'm thinking it's going to be like only a matter of time where all the social media will be flying with all these challenges, you know. Challenge this, challenge that, challenge that, challenge that, and you just join these communities that are working in your niche, right? And do the same thing. You just interact, post your videos, post your stories, share the stuff, try to help people, serve people, not because you want their money, but it just makes you feel better that when you're giving something that they need, right? So that's it. That's what it's all about. And then eventually these people will just hang out with you, like every time I'm having a next Zoom call with you guys, like coming in, and I start to recognize faces and know a little bit more about what you're doing. It's so exciting,
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I really like this job much better than I liked my previous job. When I had to pretend that everything is good, but in fact I knew it's not.
Right. Yeah. And that's nice. That's the thing also, because I'm so sick, or not sick, but I'm tired of this normal 8 to 5 work, and that doesn't have any meaning. I'm just doing the same thing, and I'm like, I'm not giving anyone anything. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to step out of that.
That was me. Exactly. I know the feeling. Awesome. All right, so let's just do this. I will share with you this little course, and this little course about creating relationships in learning communities. I recommend to watch this even before you start KBB, because that will allow you to, like I said, maximize your outcomes from going through the course with the community, right?
Right.
And then I'll share with the link with you as well.
Yeah.
So whenever you're ready, you just hop in with Tony and Dean, and they will take it over from there, right? So they will walk you through this registration process. Once you're inside KBB, let me know, and then we're gonna start working from there.
Great. Thank you so much for your time, Mike.
Awesome. Have a good day, and see you on one of our other sessions. Yeah.